Hi everybody, weekend round, first look highlights, first time I've played obviously these wins and got a few holes to show you here, got a drop and some that you can tweak as well. Here we go, hole number one, very small amount of tailwind here with the crosswind, so I'm going for it, full top spin, half a bar of side spin to the right. Now I do have big topper 6, obviously if you have big boy drivers play with those, but in pro, most likely true pro players going to have big topper. Adjust max plus 10 and then push back up to max. As you can see, we've only got 1 yard that we can push up. Lower level big topper, obviously going to have a bit more difficulty here. You will have to go with max. We are just about okay here with 4.5 rings, so I would say if you want to go aggressive here, then go with more overpower. Just check the first bounce here. We do have room. Plenty of room. I say actually go max even with big topper 6. And of course you're relying on the rollout here. We aren't that lucky this time. I do feel with a bit more pace we'd have rolled out. But this is a very makeable Nirvana, which I did actually make. Hole 2. Brilliant adjustment here, but I hit great. But I do know from other divisions, perfect is in with this one. 2.2 top spin, 1 bar side spin right. Very similar to another wind we've had in Expert this week, which I have dropped. The adjustment here is 1-on-1, but of course you do need to hit perfect, which I failed to do. But putting this one up there because I do have great confidence here that perfect ball is in the hole. But yuck, great left on the par 3, and it's even worse when you know perfect is close, if not in, to be honest. So you guys hit that one perfect and drop that one and you should be fine. Hole 3, we've got tailwind here, so I'm actually going for it with a Thor's Hammer level 6. 6 top spin, 2 bars side spin to the left, stretch out and find the position there. The adjustment here, max plus 10, and then once we are done, we are going to push back up to max. There we go then, so bit of left curl, and here I play with some overpower. I'll go with about 2 rings. I'd really want to go with much more than that with this tailwind. Obviously, if you've got bigger driver, you'll need to reduce a bit as well. Sadly, double great right, but we're still fine. We are pushing this one to the limits, though, so it was a hefty great right, and we are lucky that this one just curls back and stays on the fairway. But going to show you the rough bump here because we have a very good chance. So playing with the Grizzly, I will be playing this one 15% under adjusted. And this one I try 45% slider. And I'm going with 4 bars of topspin. I have a slightly different angle in with a perfect driver course, but I do feel this one is going to be a very good chance of an albatross. But what I do here, just over adjust this one slightly. So I'm playing 45 slider minus 15 elevation, and as always, if you don't understand the sliders use in the game, check out the Academy playlist on the channel homepage. Hit the rough very nicely, but just look at this, parks up on the edge. We don't want to go short in line, so just a little tweak needed on that one, but very good try. Hole 5, big topper here. We have a small element of tailwind. It actually looks like it's going to be crosswind. It may be one of those wind angles that you sometimes will get headwind angle, sometimes you'll get tailwind. But setting up here with max top spin, 1 bar side spin to the right, and the adjustment is max plus 10. Of course, you can work out really which angle you've got here on the adjust. We're plus 8 here, so we adjust our rings and you'll see that if the plus yardage goes down, we do have small tailwind. Obviously, if you go to plus 9, you've got a headwind element as well. Oh, perfect ball. And this one bounces very nicely. Obviously, lower level big topper just set up at a slightly higher plus yardage. Room to push it a bit further, but we don't want to risk the rough. Okay, Thorn here then. I'm going here. I go max plus 20, but it's too much. So we're not quite at max here, and obviously we can't adjust from complete max because we go in between clubs. So here, just back off a little bit. We're before the plus yardage, so I would suggest really going max plus 15, perhaps. Either way, we do over adjust this one. I'm going no spin though. That's my reference here. So we try max plus 20. But you'll see here we do miss this one to the right. So I do feel we need to knock off about 0.2 maybe from the adjustment here. Speed is very good though. So you can do that, or you can offset, of course, up to you. We've got a rough bumper tent here on hole 7, and I'm going for this rough here in between the two bunkers rather than above the central bunker. I feel it's a little bit more you know, a bit less scary, to be honest, and a little bit more grate proof with a single grate, of course. 3 left spin what I'm doing, +1 with sniper 10, obviously going to be +3 with sniper level 9, +7 with sniper level 8. The other good thing, you can play this with level 8 sniper. The adjust here, I go max plus 15. Didn't zoom out enough, sadly, but I still think I managed to get an accurate adjustment. But just one tweak needed here. We did hit perfect, which is what we want to do for a first look. But just a little bit of a tweak needed there, just missing half a cup to the right. Okay, on to the back 9 now, and we've got the same dilemma here of, you know, kind of which route you want to take. I just think it's the weekend round, go for it. You know, if you go slightly wrong, you've got a good attempt with the rough iron. So I just give this a blast. Same again, max top spin, I only go half a bar of right. No, I don't, I go 1 bar of right spin, apologies. Again, max plus 10, and you can see we do have 6 yards we can push up, so I go with that. Big topper level 6 does have more distance. I go 4.5 rings of overpower here. I would say with lower level big topper, you need to go with more. Unfortunately though, great left, and this is the risk you take with big topper and overpower. Great ball is going to throw you off course. You know, we do roll into the rough, but the rough iron is a little bit, obviously, a little bit more difficult had we been hitting a great right. So it's a little bit of a more challenge there. But it's up to you whether you want to take the risk. Hole 11, we have a hole in one here going with the Kingmaker. 2.2 top spin, 1 bar side spin to the right. So same spin as the, same as the front 9. And position here, yellow ring touching the edge of the rough. Ball guide to the hole. And we're going medium distance, plus 10. With a Kingmaker, which is the same, of course, as 1-on-1. So 5.7 wind. You adjust 5.7 rings. Perfect ball, and hits the rough exactly where we want and drops very, very nicely right at the pin for a hole in one on hole number 11. Hole 12 now, you think you can clear it here, but I did see an attempt perfect max OP with an extra mile 8 and a power 3 ball. It did not clear the rough or the sand. So I'm going to give you the safe option here. Half a bar of topspin with the quarterback setting up at +4. I'm going with a Titan because here I'm just wanting to secure an eagle. Obviously, if you want to go aggressive, you can do. Actually setting up at +5 instead of +4, but it's fine. Adjustment here, medium distance with a 10% extra for elevation. But just replicate this landing position. I do believe this is going to be a very, very safe drive. All you need to do is pack the Cataclysm or your big dog for the second shot. We could go Kingmaker if you want to. You could even go Katana, to be honest, for 3 bars of left spin. But this is possible with 2 bars as well. You just need to play with more curl. I go with half a bar of top spin in the end, 2 bars side spin to the left. I'm not quite at max distance of the club here, so I go medium distance with 10% elevation. And then we go with about 3/4 of the ball to the left in curl. But like I say, if you've got Kingmaker or Katana, if you want to go a bit cheaper, then you can reduce the curl slightly and go with 3 bars of left spin instead. But here the aim is just to get near to the fringe, and the angle of the wind here where we finish up, you're going to basically be left with a straight tailwind wedge. So it's a very, very safe eagle on hole 12. 13, good attempt here. Blue ring touching both edges of the bunker, and then we're going to apply spin. And a very good wind angle here, and I think a lot of people are going to drop this one because we can use side spin to align ourselves with the wind. 3.3 backspin, 1.3 left spin is what I do. My adjustment is max plus 25. However, I do think the tweak we need to do here needs to be with pull angle. If you watch, I have a very, very unintentional 1201 pull. I believe that is pushing me a little bit to the right, so I would want to really be going with a straight pull, maybe even a flicker of 1159. Going to try it on my next account later on today. But perfect ball, and I do like this approach because, like I say, we can use the left spin to align with the wind. Bit closer to the bunker than I'd like, but the speed is good, so I think a little tweak there will be very, very nice indeed. Hole 14 actually went too far on this drive, but I'm putting it in here for a reference. 7 miles an hour wind. My mistake here, I put too much topspin on. So I would go with no more than 3 topspin and 2 left spin. I instead here go 3.2, and it is too much. Lower winds, yes, anything below kind of 6.8, you could probably go to 3.2, maybe 3.4. But anything higher than 7, don't go any more than 3 topspin. Max plus 10 is the adjust, push up to max after adjusting. Max overpower with Thor's Hammer level 6, and then half a ball of curl to the left. But here we did roll too far, and as a result of that second shot, I got glitch roll with the thorn and missed because I was too close to the green. So I really want to be 10-15 yards further back. Then we can play with the thorn in minimum distance, well, counting up rings from min, and very good chance there for the eagle. Finally, on to hole 16, and again, we've had a similar angle in expert playing in front of the bunker, but here I wanted to try going in between the bunkers. 0.2 bars backspin, 3 bars side spin to the left, and once again just need a little tweak here. Ball guide through the hole, +1 with sniper 10, +3 with sniper 9, and obviously +7 with sniper 8. Adjustment here, I did max +15, but we do need a little bit of a tweak. Comes in very nicely, and we do test it with a perfect ball, which is all we can ask for really on our first attempt. And before I finish, if you're playing rookie playthroughs coming out in 2 hours time, front 9 and back 9. Bounces very nicely, but just look at this. Again, we miss half a cup to the right. Good luck if you're playing pro. See you soon. Bye for now.